Hi, I'm Gail and welcome back to Gail's Low Carb Recipe Ideas. Today we're going to make a very simple and quick recipe, and it's a great little treat. We're going to make low carb mozzarella pepperoni sticks. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make them. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is you get a cookie sheet. I'm using my air fryer, so I've got my pan from the air fryer and I put parchment paper on it. You can also use silicone mat if you'd like. Now we're going to use mozzarella slices, the real mozzarella cheese. Now I ended up having to get the one that was 55% less because I could not find any in the grocery store of the regular. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate my cheese here and we're going to lay them out. So I'm just going to put 6 on here just so that you know how it works, what to do. You can use a lot more for appetizers, but I'm just going to use 6. And if you're using your oven, you got a bigger tray, you can do a whole bunch all at the same time. So I'll just move them up so I have enough space on my parchment paper. There we go. So now I have my pepperoni, and I freeze my pepperoni. I'm using pillars. I freeze my pepperoni because I don't use it quick enough. So we're just going to put 4 on each one. And they thaw out very nicely. You can defrost them in the microwave if you'd like, or just leave them sitting out and they can be defrosted. So what I don't use, I'm putting back in the freezer because they end up getting moldy in the fridge if you leave them in there too long. So I freeze a lot of my products. I definitely do. And 2 more. Okay, very, very simple recipe. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in my air fryer at 350, or you put it in your oven at 350. And then what we're going to do is just have them heated up so that the edges are getting brown, and then we're going to remove them. So I'm just going to put them in my air fryer and I'm going to put them on. I'm going to put the timer just at 10 minutes, but I'm going to keep an eye on them. So that's been about 4 minutes and they're bubbling, but what I want is them to get dark around the edges. I've had a couple that are a little too close, but we'll make it work. So that took 10 minutes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to remove it off the pan and on the counter. Now you're going to see I've had some that have joined to the others. So I'm just going to separate them now while it's still hot. And we're going to let it cool off just a little bit. Now if you're using a bigger pan, you won't have this issue. It's just I did mine in the toaster oven because I want to save some of my energy hydro bills. So I've just done it in my toaster oven, and I'm just doing a small amount. So you get the gist of this. So we'll just turn this around here, and this one has to be divided. So we just want it to cool off enough that we can roll these. So let's give it a try and see if I'm ready to roll it. Hopefully you can see it, my hands are in my way. Okay. Look at that, they're beautiful. They lift up beautifully off of the parchment paper. They're lovely. Yes, cheese is a little greasy, so it'd be a tiny bit greasy, but not outrageous. And the pepperoni's greasy as well. But it's a great treat. Roll them. There we go. So I've got them all rolled, and I made a little bit of a tomato sauce for it, like a pizza sauce. And all I did was I took my tomato sauce, organic tomato sauce, I pick it up at Costco as well. And there's 2 tablespoons of the tomato sauce in that little bowl, a dash of oregano, and I put a little bit of the monk fruit erythritol powdered sweetener into it just to give it a little bit of sweetness. So there's our beautiful snack. Okay, so here is my little snack. Now I've got the tomato sauce here. I'm just going to dip it a little bit in there. I love them. They're really good. They stay together well. They have great flavor. Nice, quick, easy. Who would think of doing something so simple, but so delicious? So if you'd like to go to lowcarbrecipe.ideas.com, you can try this recipe and try some of my others. You take care, and I'll see you soon.